Hey, Mary. Hey, Vanna. Be kind. Chocolate covered raisins. Hey, Farrell. Matt. They are good, but for some reason I can only handle a few at a time. I'm eating for supper. Just a microwave dinner. The answer is always just a microwave dinner. Could I eat sweets more as a kid? Yeah, probably. How you doing, Predator? I could eat sweets more as a kid, but even just beyond that, I think it's just the that was it. 20 to 3. Trees to hit different, kind of. Hey, Donut Predator. No, I think part of it is just, yeah, maybe just the strength of the sugar, the strength of the chocolate. I do find it to be kind of a strong taste these days, so can only handle a few at a time. Hey, Zach. Hey, Trailer. Yeah, surviving. I'm alive today. Hey, Cece. Hey, Dick Mother. Hey, Fart. I almost took the day off. Like, I was laying there. I was like, I don't feel like I could work today. I don't feel capable of working today. Sitting there looking at my phone and thinking of playing against today. Not tonight, no. Look at my phone and being like, yeah, I should just take the day off. But then there's that little voice that's like, no, work ethic. That tiny little part of me that believes in having some type of work ethic. It's like, you should at least try. You should at least give it a try. And then once I was at the computer, I was actually fine. So once I started, I was actually fine for the shift. So I will continue to save my sick days for days when I need them. Called off yesterday for some reason, but I couldn't pinpoint on why. Social anxiety plays a big part. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens. Sick days are physical and mental. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do have a day where it's like, nope. Nope, I cannot. I cannot do things today. Watching this in a tornado shelter, since where I live is under a tornado warning. Well, way to make my concerns seem petty. My mental days coincide with life. Not really. A lot of times, just like, nope. Gotta work pretty much no matter what, because I'm always afraid something catastrophic might happen. I'm gonna need that time off. I mean, that's sort of why I try. Or even just like, try to save it for a day when I'm really feeling shitty. Power's out for 24 hours. Yeah, that always sucks. Power outages are awful. Living in the South, you get used to the crazy weather. I would prefer not to have to get used to tornadoes and hurricanes and shit like that. Bad enough getting used to snow. I'm used to snow. Snow is bad enough to get used to, but like shit that could destroy my home. Yeah, I don't want to get used to that. If you worked early in the morning, you would probably take more days off. Probably, yeah. Yeah, if I worked an earlier shift, yeah, they'd probably be more likely to take days off. Hey, Scrape. Never experienced snow, tornadoes, or hurricanes? Yeah, because I suspect that I overthink a lot, so I stress my damn self out. Yep, same here. I do suspect that like an earlier shift would probably make my depression worse, which would drive me to make it harder for me to work. You're allergic to tomatoes? We just have earthquakes out here, which also don't seem fun. I like wildfires. Your power's out, Scrape Goat? Oh. Well, that's shitty. Everybody seems to be having power problems these days. Your house is impotent. Hi-oh. Limp. Cannot stay long and hard. Well, thanks for dropping in at least, Scrape Goat. Always appreciated. Worst weather day I've ever experienced was in February of last year. Sunday morning, we had 2 tornadoes touch down. By Sunday evening, it was snowing. Yeah, that sounds like a mix of climate change and angry gods. Yeah, it's like a little bit of both. Ever feel like a plastic bag floating through the wind? Nope. Yeah, I mean, like, the gods just seem to have real beef with that whole area, with the southeast and like the Gulf region. The gods just have serious beef with the Gulf region. Somebody did something to fuck it up for everybody there. The gods, you know, the gods. I don't know which gods. It doesn't matter. Any gods. They're all fake, so it doesn't matter. You can use any gods you want for that. Hey, Anunnaki, when is the right time to ask for a raise? Right after your boss makes a drunken pass at you. What about science? I mean, it's fine too. You heard a rumor take another? It's probably false. Don't don't buy into rumors. Metallic spray paint is better for huffing than regular colors. I mean, that honestly sounds like it's something where it'd be actually worse. I don't know. I get the feeling that metallic spray paint would actually be way more dangerous. Texas and Oklahoma has far worse severe weather than the southeast does. Yeah, so they've pissed off the gods too. Do I believe in karma? No, I don't, unfortunately. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? What are my pronouns? He, him for now, still. More dangerous equals more high, maybe, though. More dead, probably. I've experienced it thundering during a snowstorm. Probably, frankly, like I probably have. No memory of it, but it's one of those things where it's like, do I consider my straight edge? No, I consider myself boring. Herring? I have no idea if I've eaten herring or not. Yeah, I'm not straight edge. I'm boring. Because, like, me not drinking, it's not because, out of any moral stance. I just don't enjoy it. Weed, just not interested in it. Do I believe in satanic rituals? Not particularly. Like, yeah, there's a handful of. Is it control thing? I mean, that is part of it. I think that is part of it. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a handful of people who've tried to do satanic rituals, but it's like there really aren't many. It really doesn't happen very often. When I die, I hope it is with a Sharpie in each nostril. Jenkins? I don't know what Jenkins is. Should take advantage of living with legal weed. Why bother? Who cares? Anyway. Last night I watched a video that made me laugh so hard I started to tear up. Any of you familiar with the YouTube channel Drawfee? This channel is 4 artists, and they just, they draw shit based on various prompts. Accidentally huffed whipped cream gas as a kid because I was 4 and didn't understand the can had to be upside down. However, UK reactions to American culture. It's a Drawfee. Drawfee. And yeah, it's just 4 artists and they draw shit based on various prompts. And one of the artists, a woman named Julia, ridiculously good. Like, just ridiculously talented artist. Easily the best of the 4. I mean, none of them are bad artists. They're all professional artists. They're all really good at what they do. But she's just like, she is easily the best of them. She is ridiculously good. Cannot draw cartoon characters from memory. So like they did a video where it was just her trying to draw cartoon characters from memory with the other 3 trying to guess who the character was. And they were all pretty terrible. She did a terrible job with all of them. The first couple they did actually guess fairly easily. SMG4 is a YouTube channel that does funny memes with Mario and other characters. So yeah, the first couple they actually got without too much trouble. The designs didn't really look like the characters, but sort of close enough, sort of, they got what she was going for. It got progressively worse. And then she's doing one, and they had no idea what she was drawing. She drew this, like, this really creepy face. Like, black beady eyes and, like, this sort of emotionless mouth, and it was just, like, it was not a particularly great face. And like, it didn't look like anything. And they had no idea what it was. So she decided to try to fix it by redrawing exactly the same face. She changed nothing about the face. Just redrew it exactly the same as she had already. Erased the hair because the hair, she knew the hair wasn't right, and then redrew the hair exactly the same. And then, like, they're just laughing. They're just killing themselves laughing. So she tries to give them a hint by drawing another character, and it's the exact same face again. And they just. I drew a single line. She gets Venezuela. Venezuela's the answer. Was your sister cheating? Like, did your sister cheat? Because guessing Venezuela based off one line just seems like. Yeah, it's just like the fact that she drew the exact same face, and they just killing this, like, you drew the exact same face, and like they were just dying. One of them had left the room. One of them was just like had taken off its head and his hand. You can't see them. Like you can't see them. So like one of the other people had to describe what was going on in the room and describing how like the other two had taken their headsets off and one had left the room and one of them you could hear shouting, "I'm gonna vomit." It was just. And then it turned out it was supposed to be Bobby Hill. It's like, what? And the one she drew, and then the other one she'd drawn was Hank Hill. She tried to draw Hank Hill, but gave him the exact same faces. But it was like bad Bobby Hill. Like it was creepy, defective Bobby Hill. And yeah, it was just wild. Just and yeah, just the way everyone was reacting to it was incredible. The reactions were absolutely amazing. Because I mean, they always like they're friends. They love joking around and shit. They're always laughing. But this one, it was just they could not stop. And the fact that they were laughing so hard made me laugh harder. And yeah, it's just amazing artist cannot draw cartoon characters from memory. Give her give her a picture to look at, and she'll draw Henry Cavill looking better than he does in real life. She'll draw fucking Henry Cavill looking better than he looks in real life. Hey, comic book. Ask her to draw. Ask her to draw Ren of Ren and Stimpy from memory, and you get the most what the fuck thing. Do I admire art or just artists? Both. I admire art and artists. Should I eat cookies and cream ice cream or cherry fudge? Yes. The answer to that one, PK, is a definite yes. Well, that's point, PK. Eat both. And hi, Comic Brook. Nice to have you here. Eat both of them, PK. Much do I tip bartenders? Well, I don't go to bars. I don't go to bars, so it's hard to tip. It's hard to tip a bartender when I don't go to a bar. But I do try to tip well whenever I do try to tip well for just whenever I like order food or anything. Like minimum 20%. Yeah, PK. I mean, like, a scoop of each. Just get a scoop of each. Why wouldn't you do a scoop of each? Am I tired? Pretty much always. Do they have places where they don't accept tips? Not sure. Like in Cornwall or in Canada? I mean, there's probably a few places in Canada that don't do tips because they already pay. Japan doesn't do tips. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of places accept just the tip. Honestly, there's a lot of countries where tipping is not a thing because they have, the servers are paid living wages, or not necessarily living wages, but they're paid a specific wage. They don't need tips. It is a distinctly U.S. and Canada thing. Like it is like very much, particularly U.S. and Canada are the two biggest countries where tipping is a thing. I think. No, actually, Africa and the Middle East. I was unaware. So Africa and the Middle East, apparently, tipping is pretty regular, pretty common. And South America. Okay. All right. So a little bit more than I expected. Cornwall beat the place name of the Middle East. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Alicia. How's work? Nah. But anyway, yeah. I know, like, once in a while, you'll hear about, hey, Lucy. Once in a while, you hear about some restaurant that doesn't allow tips because the employees are paid already. Like, because the employees are actually already paid good wages. The reason tipping is customary is because the employees don't make money. In a lot of places, they're actually paid like less than minimum wage because of the fact that they're tipped. Does somebody pump your gas and do you tip them? Well, I mean, I don't have a car, so nobody pumps my gas. That said, uh, if you go to one of those full service gas stations, I think it is pretty common to give them a tip. In that case, give them a couple bucks for every 20 that you Give me a second. I just seeing an ant. Oh, that's not an ant. That's way grosser than an ant. That was some kind of beetle or something. Wasn't an ant. It was like some kind of beetle or something. I don't know what it was. It wasn't actually an ant. I thought it was an ant because I was seeing it from far away, but it was some kind of insect, some kind of bug. So I had to go kill a bug. Not sure what kind. And no idea where it came from. Beetle got a beating. Never see. Oh no. Hell no. Stink bugs in Canada? Probably. Couldn't tell you. Blue beetle. Asian lady beetles? I have no idea. Beetles living there till he paid rent. Bug lives matter? No. Would I eat it? No. I would not. $5 million? No. Any advice for feeling? Try to avoid it as much as possible. Metamorphosis. I have not read the Metamorphosis, but I know of the Metamorphosis. Hey, Laura Stevenson. Ice Poseidon dude ate a frog in Thailand. Yeah, but I'm not him. I remind you of that book. Fair enough. I look relaxed. Nah. Bob Iger comment on the strike. Hey, Court. I mean, sort of. Like I've heard like a couple of his comments about the strike, and Bob Iger is like a billionaire. Bob Iger's salary is like $28 million a year, and he's sitting there calling he's sitting there saying that the strikers' demands are unreasonable. No, fuck you. Fuck you, Bob. Or like he's talking about how the strike is going to hurt the laborers. Yeah, he talked about how the strike is going to hurt the laborers. Oh, it's going to hurt the laborers. And so multiple people point out that a fairly common practice in television is to lay off basically everybody around December when most shows go, when most shows aren't filming. And then rehire them all in the new year when filming starts back up. Which, yeah, I wonder if that might hurt the laborers as well, Bob? You think that hurts the laborers, Bob? Laying them off for a month right around Christmas? You think that might hurt them, Bob? I don't know about you, but it sounds to me like that might actually hurt the laborers that you're oh so fucking concerned about. Tell you what, Bob, take a zero off that paycheck that you get. Put that money towards the laborers. How's that an idea? How's that for an idea? Yep, he's already richer than he's ever going to need to be. He's already got more money than he'll ever need. Knock that 8 off the paycheck. Bring that paycheck down from 28 million to 2 million. And spend that other 26 million, spread that around Disney's employees. Wonder if that might make a difference to the laborers. But nah. Nah, paying residuals to the people who make the shows, that's unrealistic. Totally unrealistic to fairly compensate the people who make the shows. Fuck off, Bob. Honestly, every time one of the every time one of these executives tries to comment on the strike situation, they say something stupid and bullshitty, and it's like, sure would be nice. It sure would have been, sure would improve things for them if they had somebody who could write them, who could write something for them that would be intelligent and compassionate. Wherever could they find people to write better scripts for them for these interviews they do, the press releases they put out? Also, the fact that they will not say, we will not use algorithmically generated scripts. the fact that they're not willing to commit to that, that they're not willing to just say, we will never, ever, ever use a script that was generated by a computer algorithm. Hey, Ghostface Gamer. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck every executive who refuses to budge on that. Oh, we'll do meetings to hear your concerns. We'll do meetings where we hear your concerns, where we listen to your concerns about it. We'll listen. We won't fucking care. But we'll listen. But we'll let you complain. We'll let you talk, and then we'll go off. We'll go ahead and do what we wanted to do in the first place. Fuck off. That also extends to the actor strike. Hey, JH. Yeah, that also extends to the actor strike. One of the things the studios want to do is pay a background actor for 1 day of filming. Do full capture of that body actor, full video and full video capture of that actor, and then use that actor's likeness in perpetuity for crowd scenes, for background, as background appearances. Like, they want to own the likeness. Like, they want to own this, like the actor's likeness in perpetuity to use as they see fit, rather than rather than having to fucking pay people for doing some fucking work, rather than having to actually hire people that they then have to pay. I mean, this is on top of the studios already doing everything they fucking can to get out of paying people. Hollywood accounting is, a trope for a reason. Like, people talk about Hollywood accounting for a reason. Massively successful shows that somehow never turn a profit. Movie that makes $1 billion, but somehow was a loss. Just, so weird how every single thing that a studio puts out loses the studio massive amounts of money that they can never pay the residuals. Hey, SYL. I mean, and that's the sort of thing, and that shit happens to big names as well. Big name actors and writers still have to deal with that nonsense. Never mind the rank and file. So, I am absolutely behind the striking workers. As far as canceling Disney memberships, the strikers have not called for that yet. They have not called for any sort of boycott yet. I'm not going to tell you not to cancel it. Disney's fucking evil. I'm not going to. I'm all in favor of not giving Disney any more money. but there have been no calls for boycotts yet. And in fact, weirdly enough, the things that are out now making money may arguably help the strike. First, by proving that, hey, by proving the worth of the workers, but also once once there's nothing else out, studios are going to have to cave pretty damn fast. Unless, of course, Ron Perlman decides to show Bob Iger how many ways you can lose your house. Because there was that anonymous studio exec who said that the goal was to drag things out long enough that writers start losing their homes, so that they have no choice but to take whatever the studio gives them. Ron Perlman's like, there are a lot of ways to lose your home. A not at all veiled threat. It's like, fuck yeah. Hey, Beans. What do I think of the Barbie movie? I am rooting for it. I hope it does really well. I hope it's a huge hit. Am I interested in watching it? I don't know. Not particularly. I might watch it when it's out on streaming or something, depending on what streaming service it releases on. Like, if it hits Crave, I might watch it on there. I don't remember if I actually still have Netflix. I think I might still have Netflix. Yes, I still have Netflix. So if it hits Netflix, then I can watch it on there. Any shows I've been into? Not really. Is it rated R? No. It's rated Barbie. Good one. It really wasn't, but thank you. Yeah, I don't actually know what Barbie's rating is. Probably like PG or something. I doubt there's anything in it that's particularly inappropriate. I mean, it's just, it's her asking everyone else if they've ever thought about death, if they ever think about death. Yeah, it's clearly not rated G at that point, but can't imagine it being much more than like PG or PG-13 or something. It was good. I'm gonna go see it next weekend. Yeah, I've been hearing good things. As long as you're not pro patriarchy, I've been hearing good things about it. Because some jackass is complaining about how often the movie uses the word patriarchy. It's like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. So I'll see you all next time. Good night for now. Bye.